Hello friends, welcome back. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my perfume collection. This is one of my favorite type of gifts to get, and I know it is for a lot of people. Fragrances are just such a good gift. That's when you kind of discover new things that you love, and sometimes you might not even like them at first, but then they kind of grow on you, and then the next thing you know, it's your new favorite. Dossier is offering one of my subscribers a free perfume. Okay guys, I've talked to you about Dossier before. I literally love this brand. I have 8 of their fragrances. My husband has 5. I've given away 3 to family members. This is how much I love them. Right now they're having their Black Friday sale, and what would normally be a $29 bottle, 50 ml bottle of perfume is now $17.40, and the more you buy, the cheaper it is. So think about Christmas or self presents. And yeah, they are offering one of my subscribers a free perfume. So all you need to do to win is comment down below your favorite perfume and memory associated with a fragrance, and follow them on Instagram. When you go on the website, make sure and leave them your email address as well. So I will be picking a winner within the next 2 weeks. I cannot wait to see who wins and what fragrance you choose, because I'm telling you right now, you are going to love this brand. If you don't love it, send it back and they'll refund your money, or send you a different fragrance that you want to try instead. This is the place to blind buy a fragrance. And they always have the notes right on the bottle, so you know right away and you learn right away what notes you like best in a perfume. So this is one of my favorites for the fall or winter because it's sweet and warm. This one is just such a sweet cotton candy, vanilla, fruity. I want to say it's a very fruity, sweet, and this is Ariana Grande Sweet Like Candy. And it is very, very sweet. To me, fall and winter, I am reaching for those fragrances that smell like a decadent dessert, just really sweet, and this is one of my favorites. It's so pretty and so girly, and literally to me this smells like cotton candy, like a sugary, a fruity, sugary, warm cotton candy. Another one that's super sweet and very fruity is Burberry Her. I love this one too. This one, oh my gosh, this one is more mature than the Sweet Like Candy, but it's still extremely sweet, very pretty, very feminine. To me, this is a very feminine fragrance, but it's very warm. It's fruity, kind of strawberry, with a musk. I don't know if I've really heard a lot of people talking about that, but I personally really like musk in a fragrance somewhere, because I feel like that it grounds all of the other notes, and especially for fall or winter, it just gives it that depth and that warmth, that sweet, warm, feminine fragrance for fall and winter. This is one of my all-time favorites, and it's Chanel Chance Eau Tendre Eau de Parfum. Oh my gosh, it's the perfect citrusy, warm, sweet, citrusy fragrance. It's so beautiful. I think the main citrus note is grapefruit, and it is just such a gorgeous, feminine, it has that expensive something that only Chanel has, and it's just so beautiful. This is one of my favorites. I probably would wear this any time of the year, but I probably would put it more in the fall winter category because it is a warm fragrance and it does stay with you. This one is a newer fragrance in my collection, and it's the Dolly Parton. This is definitely a warm fragrance. I could see somebody wearing this in the summer but to me, it's a warmer fragrance. It definitely has the white floral, very, very light, pretty, some sweetness to it. But it seems like when I tried it before, the dry down, when it got to the base notes, I didn't care for that as much. It smelled a little bit more masculine to me. But you know, everybody's body chemistry is different, so it may be different on other people. When you first spray it though, it kind of reminds me a little bit of Lancome's La Vie Belle, just a little bit, the sweetness, but it does have a vanilla. As it starts to dry down, you can really detect a vanilla in it. And it's very pretty. It's just when you get the complete dry down, the base, there's something in the base that's, and I think it was a fir. I think it was like a fir note, but it has a little bit of a masculine scent in the complete dry down. Next I have Classic Burberry. This one is just such a pretty vanilla to me. And this is one that I don't know if I've ever worn it on its own. Just the Classic Burberry. It's so pretty, so vanilla, so it's like a floral vanilla. But I definitely don't think I've ever worn it just on its own. I've always mixed it with something else. The Classic Coach. This one is such a fresh floral. It's a very bright, clean, fruity rose. It's a very pretty fragrance. I would probably wear this more in the springtime just because of the floral in it is so predominant. But it's a very bright floral. It's a very pretty and sweet floral. This is Clouds and Wings Eau de Parfum Women that I think I got at the grocery outlet. And I don't know exactly who they're from, but yeah, this one is a very, very fruity, like a white musk, very powdery fragrance, and it's very pretty. It does mix well with other fragrances. As you can see, I really haven't worn that often. It's definitely not one that holds on to, you really can't detect it very long after you've sprayed it, which is probably why it was at the grocery outlet. So I am one of those girls. I like the Classic Cody Musk. It's just such an iconic fragrance. It brings back childhood memories because my Aunt Shirley always wore this, and it does make me think of her. It's just such a classic. This is definitely one of those that I wouldn't wear on its own. I always mix this with something else. Me. Oh yeah, that's a classic scent. It takes me back. It takes me back to the early 80s urban cowboy type vibes to me, because that's what I grew up in Oklahoma, and urban cowboy really reminds me of my childhood a lot. So that's what this makes me think of. So I always have to have some Cody Wild Musk. So I also have the White Musk, Jovan's White Musk, right next to it. I still love this one. I know quite a few people who do still have this one. I think this was my youngest daughter's first perfume too. Yeah, it's just such a pretty, it's such a pretty white, light white floral that has some weight to it because the musk is such a grounding scent. It's such a grounding note. And this is a good mixing fragrance. I have Pure Poison by Dior. And this one is definitely a fall winter. I have worn it in the spring before. It's actually not one that I wear that often. It's a heavily jasmine, floral, sweet, very intoxicating. This is actually one that is a compliment getting fragrance. I just don't wear it that often though. So this is another one of those grocery outlet fragrances. I don't know why I bought them. I mean, they smell nice, but they don't last very long. Maybe about as long as a body spray. But it's Vent Eau de Parfum Women, and it does smell really nice. A very light, pretty peony floral, like a sweet peony. It's very pretty. So this one, I love this one. This one's Ocean Digio by Giorgio Armani. Notice it's empty. I need to get a new one, and that's why I have the empty bottle, so I don't forget next time I go to Ulta. I want this one. This is one that I will always buy. I love this one so much. It is definitely a summer scent to me, and that's, I think I used it all in the summer. It is such a clean, fresh out of the shower, shampoo-y clean fragrance. It's very light, very, the aquatic notes in it are just so fresh and clean. I just love this one so much. Celebrity fragrance, and it's my husband's favorite. If I could only have one perfume, he would choose this one. And it's the Paris Hilton Siren. He loves this one. Went there. It is a very floral, it has like a white musk in it to me. Very floral, very pear. It's such an edible, fruity floral. A very feminine fragrance. He loves this fragrance. My Dossier fragrances. I love this one. You can see how much I've used it. This is the Floral Grapefruit. And this one is a dupe for the Chanel's Chanso Tendre. And it is identical. This is identical. Like I said, this is that Chanso Tendre is my favorite. This is identical. And it really stays on you. It doesn't disappear through the day. It's absolutely such a gorgeous, beautiful fragrance. And the Dossier brand, everything is in the same bottle. I love that. It's very uniform and pretty. It's a very heavy glass bottle, and you can see how thick the glass base is. And the caps are magnetic. And like I said, the notes come on it. So this one's top notes are grapefruit, pear, and blackcurrant. Middle notes are hyacinth, jasmine, and lilac. Base notes are orris, musk, and amberwood. So beautiful. This is the ultimate, I would say any time of the year, but definitely fall and winter, because it's such a, that musk in the base. It's just so beautiful. The Oriental Oak Moss, Chanel's Coco Meadowmozel. And it is just such a dead ringer. I would never know that this isn't what it is. If I was in a blindfold scent test, I would think that this was Chanel. Perfect, timeless fragrance. Very, very sweet, very girly and bright. Top notes are bergamot, orange, and peach. Middle notes are jasmine, rose, and patchouli. Base notes are oak moss, vanilla, and vetiver. The peach and the orange and the bergamot. Oh my goodness. It's just so edible. Another one of my favorites. This is a dupe. This is Floral Peony. And this is Dossier's version of Chloe's Chloe. I love this one. This is a spring bouquet in a bottle. That's just how I like to describe this one. It smells predominantly of peonies to me. So its notes are peony, lychee, lily. Middle notes are rose, magnolia, and freesia. Base notes are musk, cedarwood, and honey. And it is just such a sweet, honey dripped peony. This is another favorite. Look at how much I've used of this one. This is Dossier's version of Tom Ford's Lost Cherry, and it's called Oriental Cherry. The top notes are cherry, almond, and cinnamon. Yum. Middle notes are cloves, rose, jasmine, and plum. Base notes are Peru balsam, tonka bean, and vanilla. I love this fragrance, especially right now, fall, winter. It is the most, it's sweet, it's edible. The cherry is very dominant in it, and although there are no tobacco notes in this, it has a tobacco vibe to it. To me, it smells a little bit like a cherry pipe tobacco. I don't know why, my husband even said that. So it is just such a beautiful, feminine, and it is a very sweet cherry dominant fragrance, but like a sweet cherry. But there's something about it that smells like cherry pipe tobacco to me, but it's in a good way. It's so amazing. I've been wearing that one a ton lately. Floriental Coconut, this one, and it is a so pretty summer fragrance. Like you smell it and you think of sandy beaches and coconut oil and suntan lotion and just clean. It doesn't have any marine notes in it, but it makes you think of that, you know, laying on a beach with suntan lotion and coconutty type. So the top notes are cardamom, pistachio, and bergamot. The middle notes are ylang ylang, tuberose, jasmine. The base notes are cedarwood, amber, benzoin, and coconut. Like I said, this is just such a beautiful, it does have a little bit of an edible, maybe because of the coconut, but it's just such a, close your eyes and you can just imagine being on a beach in the sun and the sand. It's so pretty. Definitely a summer scent. So next we've got Aquatic Peony. You can see how much I've used of this one. I love this one too. This is a dupe for Digio by Armani. And I love this. It's such a pretty peony, like a very watery peony. It's just such a pretty, summery, light, clean, just out of the shower, jeans and a t-shirt type of fragrance that you could wear every day. Very summery, very clean. This one is very similar. They're very similar. This one is Ocean. So this one's a little bit more of a shampoo-y clean, and this one's more of a floral-y clean. The Aquatic Peony and the Floral Peony, I love these together. It's such a pretty combination. The Floriental Vanilla is, it's Dossier's version of Black Opium. Oh my goodness. Talk about edible. It's just such a sweet vanilla, coffee, warm winter drink is what it smells like. You will smell edible with this one, like a decadent dessert. So the top notes are mandarin, pear, pink pepper, and licorice, which normally I don't like that. I don't detect it in here, but middle notes are jasmine and orange blossom. Base notes are cedarwood, patchouli, vanilla, and coffee. It is so sweet. The perfect fall and winter fragrance. I'm telling you. So Floriental Brown Sugar is a dupe. It's Dossier's version of YSL's Mon Paris. And it is a very, it says Floriental Brown Sugar. I don't really, it does have a sweetness to it, but it's more of a fruity sweetness to me. I don't detect any sort of brown sugar sweetness. It doesn't have that type of sweetness to me. So to me, this is more of a sugary sweetness. This isn't a sugary sweetness to me. This is more of a fruity sweetness. But that's just me. Other people may detect something different. So the top notes are bergamot, raspberry, and pear. The middle notes are jasmine, orange blossom, and brown sugar. Base notes are patchouli, amber, and vanilla. So I do detect a little bit of vanilla. I've noticed when it has orange blossom in it, that is a predominant note to me, to my nose. It's a predominant note, but it is a very sweet, it's not a sugary sweet, it's a fruity sweet, and very, very light, I do think that this could be a fall winter floral though. Love the Fresh Cream by Philosophy. It's one of my favorite vanilla. It's like the perfect vanilla. It's so sweet. It's that deep bakery vanilla extract vanilla. It's so yummy. I don't know how to describe it. Amazing Grace Magnolia. I fell in love with this. It's empty. I fell in love with this one. It's like a soft, musky floral. And I don't know if musky is the right, maybe like a powdery. It's a soft, powdery floral that it made me fall in love with it. It is such a feminine, to me, it smells like a very proper feminine woman. A very clean, put together woman, but still very, very feminine and proper, if that makes any sense. I love that one so much. And I like the Physician Formula makeup brand, and this is the Butter Paradise, and it's an eau de toilette, and it came in a makeup palette, and it is just so I want them to make this. This is just the most delicious vanilla coconut pineapple. It smells like a tropical drink, predominantly vanilla, and it's just such a good combination of that. I don't know what the notes are in this, but I would definitely buy this if it was in a bigger version. I'm sparing when I use it because I love it so much. I would definitely put it in a summer category. This one is Guess Seductive, and it's very, kind of reminds me a little bit of a fragrance in the 90s. I don't know, maybe it was the 80s. Exclamation, I think. It has a very sweet raspberry or something. I'm not quite sure exactly what it is, but it's a bright, sweet, fruity fragrance. So this one is Guess Seductive, and it's with the black label. And this one is very, very much similar, but spicy. And it has the addition of jasmine in it. It's very noticeable to me. But it is so, I'm not super crazy about stuff with jasmine in it. Not that I don't like that scent, but it's just not something that mixes with my chemistry that well. This one is just, I would definitely buy the bigger bottle. My sister got me this for Christmas, or my birthday. And this one is just so amazing. It's a little bit spicier. And that jasmine, it's like a toned down edible jasmine. I love this. I absolutely love this. This is a very floral. This is like a classic, almost like a rose floral. Oh. That is nice. The white one, I really like that one. It's kind of a spicy cinnamon, cardamom, vanilla or something. I really like this one. So I also have a lot of these little roll-on type ones, and I got these from the Dollar Tree, believe it or not. Some of them aren't as good as others, but there's some of them. This one smells very clean. It's called On Point. I've just noticed that these really last a long time. When you actually put them on, they really last. They really do have a nice scent to them. So this one is Stunner. Yeah, if you can see that. This one is a dupe for I want to say like Bombshell or something. But all of these from the Dollar Tree, the little roll-on ones, they just last so long. I usually put these type of things in my purse. I think I've got 1 or 2 of them in there right now. And they last so good. These little spray ones here are from Dossier. Yeah, these are just the little sample sprays that come with your Dossier fragrance. So they have discontinued those, but you still might get them in there. I'll be picking a winner within the next 2 weeks, and I will let you know, and Dossier will be getting in touch with you to send you your free perfume. Okay, make sure and check the description box below, because I will have how to enter to win in the description box, because I do realize a lot of people do skip parts. And even though I did explain it earlier, somebody may have skipped that part. So check the description box. I will have instructions on how to enter to win. And even if you don't, make sure and stop by Dossier and leave them your email. Follow them on Instagram. That way you get all of the updates. You know when all the sales are happening or when they come out with new products. So yeah. Anyway, you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye for now.